We started off this week's Raw with the new heavyweight champion, CM Punk, as he came out thanking his wife. He thanked Jey Uso for the match and then listed a load of talent he wants to face. Some of them he just wants to punch in the face, but he wants to test himself against the best in the company, and he listed names like Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, AJ Styles, Dominik Mysterio, JD McDonough, Finn Balor, Sheamus, and I think the one that's got everybody talking, John Cena. See, WWE's tweet on this moment actually focused on John Cena and what Punk said. Does he want to try and be an 18-time world champion? Would WWE do it? Would they run Punk versus Cena one more time? I know we've got it, but would they do it again? Maybe. But while we ponder that, it was the return that nobody asked for of Logan Paul. Logan Paul is back, and yes, he wants the shot at the World Heavyweight title. But it would be the Vision who came out, obviously with Paul Heyman on the microphone, and things would turn very quickly as Logan tried to leave. Bron Breakker did shove him down, and it made Logan think. And while they were beating up Punk, Logan got back in the ring and helped CM Punk. What is going on? Logan would fall victim to the Vision, but he was then saved by CM Punk, who would then see run into Jey Uso backstage, with Jey Uso offering help to CM Punk for tonight we can take out the Vision problem. We'd then see that master manipulator Paul Heyman trying to get into the mind of Jey Uso backstage by even saying to him that it's very clear that Jey has a vision of his own. The main event would finish with a double count out. Not a massive fan of that, but we were just waiting the whole match for a potential Jey Uso heel turn that never came. Instead, what we did get was Logan Paul to equalise the numbers, to come out and help CM Punk after Jey had been laid out. Well, no, of course not. Logan Paul knocking out CM Punk. Never trust Logan Paul. Do you know what I like about this, though? I think most of the night, most people thought, okay, WWE's turned Logan Paul babyface. Like, people actually believed that until this final segment, I'm sure. But what we then got was a symbolic moment as Logan Paul would hand Paul Heyman the brass knucks. Logan Paul joining the Vision. I'm sure this is set up for War Games, but not what I expected tonight at all. This is things you might have missed from WWE Raw. Make sure you've hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Adam Pearce would make it official tonight. The first two matches in the Last Time Is Now tournament for next week on Raw will be Damian Priest versus Rusev and Sheamus versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, these matches were drawn earlier in the show by Adam Pearce with like a Tumblr thing. And we know the next two matches will be drawn on SmackDown by Nick Aldis. This is a 16-man tournament, so presumably we'll find out two matches on SmackDown Friday, and then next Monday we'll find out another two matches, and then maybe another two matches again the Friday after. But now we've found the Tumblr again. WWE, can we bring this back for the Royal Rumble, please? You know, where people actually draw their numbers and stuff, because I miss little things like that. The Judgment Days, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez were successful tonight in the first match of Raw in tag action, defeating Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella. This was actually a really fun match. I wasn't thinking a lot going into this, but I did think one thing was going to happen. I thought Stephanie and Nikki was going to win, and I actually expected then Nikki to turn on Stephanie. I thought that was the way we was going to go, but absolutely not. No heel turn tonight. In fact, it was Nikki that took the pinfall, being pinned by Roxanne. Question time. Was the fans actually counting during the Devil's Kiss? Somewhere Booker T is absolutely appalled. We have very few nice things in this world. Why are we now counting for the Devil's Kiss? That's not what happens, and you know it. A huge return tonight for Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio has been gone from WWE for what feels like forever. He was away injured, but he's back now, medically cleared, and he confronted his son, Dirty Dominik Mysterio. Who would have ever thought that when Rey Mysterio would return to WWE, the fans would be cheering and singing for Dirty Dom? Crazy. But Rey did do a very good job of bringing the fans back around, turning Dom back into that heel character. Dom, what a line from him as Rey Mysterio listed Eddie Guerrero's name. Dom said, "Keep my father's name out of your mouth." Whoa. Well, a 619 by the deadbeat dad would see Dirty Dominik Mysterio retreat out of the ring and Rey standing tall. So what are we thinking here? Dom versus Rey at Survivor Series? Penta was successful tonight in a match, defeating El Grande Americano. And what a move to finish. That springboard into the Mexican Destroyer looked brilliant, but where the bloody hell did that metal plate come from? Yeah, I wouldn't put that anywhere near my face, let's be real. A complete crush out tonight for Becky Lynch as she just comes straight out unannounced onto the commentary desk and start laying it all out. Talking about how Seth was at home, how the Vision has lost their minds, they've ruined everything, how she's got a crooked referee, talking trash about Maxine Dupree. Do you know what? I really like this. This is an unhinged Becky Lynch who is absolutely losing everything around her and she can feel it. And the emotion in the promo was there too. This was a really cool segment. I liked it a lot. We did get a face-off between Becky and the Kabuki Warriors momentarily just before the Kabuki Warriors would come to the ring and be successful in their tag match tonight, defeating Lyra and Bayley, Asuka getting that Asuka lock on Lyra Valkyria. After the match, the Kabukis were stalking a downed Lyra. Well, it would be Alexa and Charlotte showing up, the women's tag team champions, on Raw tonight to see off the Kabuki Warriors. And a little bit later on, we'd find out from Byron Saxton the breaking news. Alexa and Charlotte will defend the women's tag team titles next week on Raw against the Kabuki Warriors. I'm down for that. One thing I thought interesting was it wasn't Bayley coming to the aid of Lyra. Bayley didn't come into the ring until Alexa and Charlotte had seen off the Kabuki Warriors. And it just stood out because prior to the match, we actually heard Lyra bringing up the fact that, Bayley didn't get attacked last week by the Kabuki Warriors. The fact that they made a point about mentioning that and then did that too. Now, Bayley was physical in the match, but could there be something still there? We found out next week it will be Raquel Rodriguez receiving a shot at Stephanie Vaquer's Women's World Championship. I think that should be pretty decent. But tonight it was the team of AJ Lee. Yep. Making their tag team title defense against the Judgment Day, and Dominik Mysterio would come out mid-match. Now, this was a suggestion by Roxanne Perez, and 100% I think it's intentional that right in the middle of this shot is the picture of Liv Morgan. She's watching and hopefully back very soon. Well, the Fireflies would come out during this match to witness Sheamus coming out to play the equalizer for Dom, which would allow AJ Styles to get the pin on JD, and that means AJ Lee retain the tag team championships. It was an okay episode of Raw. I think the Rey Mysterio return was pretty cool. The Logan Paul stuff was okay. So for me, a very respectable 8.5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts as always in the comments section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video, share the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace!